Good evening, and welcome to Point Counterpoint. Here with me tonight is Chairman of the National Hunting Board, Mr. Jerry Branham. The topic, gun control. More specifically, the handgun. Most violent crimes in America are committed with handguns. Should they be illegal? Jerry?
Of course not. As Americans, the right to bear arms includes handguns. And besides, even if you made handguns illegal, you wouldn't be taking them out of the hands of criminals. You'd only be taking them away from the good, honest, hardworking gun collectors and hunters.
And why does a hunter need a handgun?
Tons of reasons. I mean, rifles are good and all, but they're unwieldy. Handguns are much better for hunting in close quarters, like an abandoned warehouse or a factory.
And why would you be hunting in an abandoned warehouse or factory?
Say you tracked this big buck to the outskirts of town and you found that he'd made himself a makeshift home in the bottom of an abandoned warehouse. With a handgun, you could easily sneak up on him and get a death shot. That way he won't be running around with your daughter anymore and filling her head with ridiculous ideas and corrupting her character.
All right. Mr. Branham, you are against the banning of the armor-piercing Deathmaster.
Yep.
This gun can shoot through bulletproof vests and Kevlar, the #1 cause of police fatalities last year.
You know, 4 years ago, it was only number 7. It's the fastest growing gun on the market. It's amazing.
Frightening. Frightening, Mr. Branham. Why do hunters need to be shooting through bulletproof vests?
Really? Do I need to spell this out? Say a bunch of punk kids go out into the woods with a bulletproof vest and they strap it on a grizzly bear. Then what do you got? Invincible bears. Is that what you want? Invincible bears running around, raping your churches, burning your women? Help us. Someone get all these bears out of here. Stop these invincible bears. I'm sorry, we threw our special guns away.
Everybody knows you could smush a bear by throwing a giant boulder on it.
What if you people make giant boulders legal because of all the innocent people that get killed by giant boulders?
People don't kill people with giant boulders.
They will if you take away their assault rifles.
Oh! All right, Mr. Branham. You're going to have to explain this for us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a baby skull-seeking bullet.
Yep.
This bullet, once fired out of a weapon, immediately targets the nearest baby's skull and... Explain that, sir.
Say there's this biker gang called the Baby Skulls. And the Baby Skulls thing is, they wear baby skulls around their necks. Anyway, this gang gets so big that they take over the United States government. Then what do you got? You got biker gangs running through the streets of America, raping your churches, burning your women, knocking over everything. Help us. Who comes to the rescue? The good, honest, God-fearing Americans that own baby skull-seeking bullets. You can just fire anywhere, shoot in the air, the bullets lock on, bikers are falling left and right, and America is saved.
This is ridiculous. You are a disgusting man, and this interview is over. I'm out of here. No, Brian, no, I'm serious. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Baby skull-seeking bullets. What the hell is he talking about?
Hey, TV host, you're gonna get a beat down.
Help! 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 Help!
Ever since the dawn of time, Triumph have been producing large, powerful motorbikes in their Hinckley factory near Leicester. With over 900 years of motorbike building prowess behind them, Triumph have created two-wheeled motorized classics, including their latest invention, the Rocket 3. But how is this, the world's largest motorbike, made? Much like its performance, construction of the Rocket 3 turns traditional motorbike assembly on its head. Thus, the first part of the bike to be added is its centre of gravity. The tiny items are made by hand in a hermetically sealed chamber where they're then pressurized. The engine itself is created next door. When creating the most powerful motorbike known to man, the key was to use an engine that wasn't previously known to man. Engines this large cannot simply be built, and instead are grown from embryo engines germinated in a nutrient-rich sludge medium, injected with steroids, and then kept in this bank of cupboards near the photocopiers to grow. When they've reached adolescence, the frame is attached, and over 200 kilos of power are added. It's a delicate process. Too little, and the bike will feel sluggish. Too much, and it could explode. The wheels can now be bolted on, and the bike is sent into a special room where all the complicated bits are put on by men who read magazines about maths. Argument juice is added from the argument lobe of the female brain, allowing the finished bike to change direction in an instant, improving handling. The same technology is used in modern fighter planes. Fun doesn't get into the bike by accident. In this soundproofed area, assembly workers play compilation tapes of jokes to the bike while it watches classic episodes of TV comedy shows from the late 70s up to the present day. Fun is absorbed by osmosis and levels are monitored. When full, the bike is painted and baked. The whole bike is shammied with yak sputter, and only when Triumph's resident burning fool can see himself reflected as a thing of beauty is the bike released for testing. Testing is accompanied by banjo music for safety purposes. The tests themselves look to assess manoeuvrability and performance in real-world situations. Here we see an emergency stop for someone who's dropped their badger in the road. Practicing control in the advent of hitting a large spill. And safety procedure for getting home if your front wheel falls off. Occasionally, test riders try to slip in a few hooligan antics, but these are generally frowned upon. All of these techniques must be carried out without spilling the rider's tea, to ensure the Rocket 3's legendary ease of handling and comfort remains intact. Testing passed, the bikes are finished, and are finally equipped with their riders, who come off independent production lines throughout the world, all keen to enjoy the thrills the Rocket 3 has to offer. And the satisfied Triumph workers head home after another hard day building the Rocket 3.